Hello and welcome to Support Life. We're on Channel 31 and I'm here with the two beautiful Emilys. I'm just going to ask you a few questions today, guys. Do you consider you value human life and why?
Yes, I do. Of course, why wouldn't you? I think. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone has their own life. It's important to live it and value it.
Tell us, what do you know about the current Victorian abortion law?
We're actually not from Victoria, so we don't know much. We're from South Australia, so not a lot.
Do you know anything about the South Australian abortion laws?
Not really. I think speaking to the lady before, we thought we knew, but what she told us was quite different to what we thought.
What did you find out today?
She said that it's actually legal to abort up until birth, is it?
That's right, yeah, 9 months in the womb.
But we thought it was just 12 weeks. We thought, you couldn't abort after that.
Have you or anyone you know ever been affected by the loss of a loved one? And how did that make you feel?
I think everyone has experienced loss of a loved one. It's not a nice feeling.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling. Obviously, in any circumstance, it's a bad thing to happen to someone. Yeah.
Have you ever known anyone to been affected by abortion?
Yes. Yeah.
How were they after?
I guess they kind of think, what if, and just don't really know whether they made the right decision. You just don't know how you're going to feel afterwards.
That's right.
So they were affected a lot by it.
Thanks. If you heard that a pregnant woman died, for example in a car accident, would you consider the child in her womb as a second death?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
How come?
Because it's life. Even though it's not in the world, it's still being created and it's still going to be. Yeah.
Would you say a baby is considered human at 3 to 6 months in a mother's womb?
Yes, I would. I don't know if you think differently.
I'm not sure. I have differing views on it. Part of me thinks that yes, but then I also think it's actually not. Hasn't had its first breath yet. It hasn't been born, but I'm not really sure. I'm a bit iffy about that one.
So, what point would you consider it to be human?
Humans, yes. A human's different. Human. I think probably in the womb it's still a human. It's not anything else, I suppose. So yeah.
Under what circumstance would it be justifiable to terminate a child in the womb?
I think if it's not going to be given a good life, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Would you consider adoption instead?
Yeah, probably. I'm against abortion, so it's hard to say. But you never know until it happens to you, so...
What about yourself?
I don't know. I think, if you know that it's not going to have a full life or not have the ability to live its life to the full, it's probably better off to, I don't know. It is hard to tell again. Unless it's happening to you, I guess you don't know what you would do in that circumstance.
Do you think people are influenced by political and social pressures to abort a child?
Definitely, yeah, I do.
In what regard?
I guess, social mostly.
So by friends and family?
Yeah.
Maybe to think that if you're young, you're expected to go out, have fun all the time, be with your friends. It's just not an expectation for you to raise a baby and stay at home, so your friends would try and convince you otherwise. Maybe, if they're not good friends, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, to not have the baby.
Yeah, so people, are out there saying that your life will be over if you have a baby.
Yeah.
Okay. It's sad, isn't it, to think that, and there's
sad.
no support for these women.
Yeah.
In Australia, 100,000 unborn children are aborted yearly. What do you think about that?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know, if you didn't hear the statistic, you wouldn't think it, you wouldn't ever cross your mind.
It's a huge number. I guess it's a private thing. People don't really talk about that openly to anyone really, even their friends sometimes, so you don't really hear about it.
And if another section of our human race were so mistreated, would you be willing to stand up and do something about it? Especially with the unborn?
Yeah, I would.
What do you think you'd be prepared to do?
Things like this, I suppose.
Just get the word out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
Aware of what's
hear
going
about
on.
it. Yeah.
Raise awareness and talk about these issues?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on, Emily and Emily. It's been wonderful having you here.
Thank you.